For 3 months now, protesters have been demonstrating against the regime of President Bashar al-Assad. The result is an estimated 1,300 people dead, as well as thousands of prisoners and refugees. But it's not that clear-cut. Assad has his supporters, and they too have been out on the streets. So just who's who in this struggle? Is there an undeclared civil war between the majority Sunni Muslim community and the minority Alawite rulers who are Shi'ite? Neighbouring countries, especially Turkey, want to avoid the possible extension of this sectarian fault line. Euronews has been speaking to a member of the Turkish Alevi community who was similar to the Syrian Alawites. If the problem gets worse and it does turn into a sectarian war, all the countries around like Turkey, Iraq and Lebanon will surely be affected by these problems. These events have a large influence, whether it's positive or negative. The contagion has already spread to Lebanon since the weekend. At the end of a demonstration in support of anti-Assad protesters, a dozen people died in clashes between Sunnis and Alawites who support the Assad regime. In Syria, the ruling Alawites account for only 10% of the population. There's also a small Christian community. But Sunni Muslims hold the majority by a long way, at 75%. In Turkey, as in Syria, Sunnis are the largest group. In Lebanon, Muslims are in the majority. Alawites there make up just a small proportion of Shiites, but were influential under the Syrian occupation. Having come to power in a coup in 1970, Hafez al-Assad, Bashar's father, recruited Alawites into key positions of influence, especially in the military. That inequality of power goes on to this day. What has changed 40 years on is perceptions, the way in which people, notably the Sunni majority, see the distribution of power and how it affects their lives. Under Bashar al-Assad, things are more polarised. Sunnis are largely rural dwellers, but they see the wealth is concentrated in cities and in the hands of what they perceive as a privileged minority bourgeoisie. The villagers near the border may be feeling the full force of the Syrian army, but many are wondering if the real battle is still to come between Alawites and Sunnis.